one of the things I was just kind of thinking about is like life and like the lessons you learn in life and stuff like that. And one thing I learned in life, you have to be able to handle critique. And one of the things I noticed with people who have dealt with a lot of rejection, dealt with a lot of like discardment, people kind of keep you on the outskirts and they don't really like bring you in, embrace you and things like that. One of the things I noticed is that those type of people, they don't do well with critique. But one thing, I mean, there's a difference between critique and somebody trying to like get at you or somebody trying to demean you or something like that. But you have to know the difference. You have to, it's literally a skill you got to learn. Like if you don't, that's my boy Kerry calling me. All right, I'm back. See, I told y'all, like every time I try to get to something, and that was just my boy calling me back. Kerry Lampkin, Possessing the Land. Go follow him, Insta, YouTube. The dude is putting out fire content. Go follow him. But he was just calling to return my. I had texted him and he was returning my phone call or whatever. Y'all see, like I was doing it, and then like I think what I was saying was you have, it's just literally a skill set that you have to learn, like between, to learn the difference. You have to learn how to learn the difference. You have to learn how to tell the difference, between somebody giving you a critique and somebody demeaning you, or somebody trying to get at you, or somebody being evil toward you. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, my background, especially as a child, like I had a lot of like emotional trauma when it came to like, cause I'm a big guy now, but I mean I got all the confidence in the world. I mean I'm me, I'm beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Black dude magic or whatever you say when you confident. I don't know. So I mean I don't have those issues now, but when I was younger, I was insecure about everything. Like I was fat. My people, we wasn't poor, but we didn't have a lot of extra luxurious stuff, or at least my parents did not. Well, okay, so my parents, little side story, my parents were married when they had me, and then I watched them go through the process up until divorce. And so that being said, be my school age, during my school years or whatever, my mother didn't put a lot of money toward us being flashy or having a bunch of dope clothes and stuff like that. We had clean clothes, we had clothes that were neat, so we had what we needed. We I don't think we ever lacked what we needed, excuse me, but we didn't have a lot of stuff that parents, I guess, put money toward. Even like I said, what I learned when I was older is that a lot of times parents put that stuff on their children to cover their own insecurities. You see what I'm saying? See, my baby got these, my baby got that. You know what I'm saying? And but I didn't understand that when I was younger. So I was teased because of my clothing, teased because of my weight, teased because I was super hyper extra intelligent, and instead of them working to gather some of that knowledge that I had, because some of the knowledge I was born with, like not born with, but I was just born with the gift of intelligence. So some of it just came naturally to me, is what I should say. Or sometimes I had a desire, even now, the desire for knowledge. I would just read and study and read and study. And so I had this wealth of knowledge even as a child, and that made other children feel small. And so because they felt small because of my brain, they did make me feel small because of my size and because of my clothing. Those things led to some other stuff. I'll give you the details of that story in another video. But it caused a lot of trauma emotionally, and I was like imbalanced in a lot of different ways. It caused me to build up like this like anger that eventually developed into rage. Also made me very, very defensive. Like whenever somebody tried to, it was very few people that could critique me without getting, like, without me lashing out on them. And I didn't think I was wrong. It's like, who are you? Or, well, oh, like this is a real, looking back on it, I probably couldn't admit it then, because I probably didn't know. I don't think that I knew that this was going on with me. But one thing, I'm gonna tell you something. If your response to a critique is you critiquing what's wrong with the person critiquing you, then you're not ready to advance. Like, it could be, and because what you're showing me is you're more willing to try to make the person that is critiquing, or the critiquer, excuse me, you're willing, excuse my ashy hands too. I just got finished doing some labor with my hands, so that's why my hands look like that. But if that means what you're showing is that you're more willing to critique the person or attack the person that's trying to help you than listen and be helped. So if, say for an example, let's just say for example, I got a booger in my nose, right? I don't think I do. Anyway, but if I had a booger in my nose, I would want someone to come tell me, hey, yo, L, you got a booger in your nose right here. Here's a napkin, or here goes some tissue. Like, just turn over there and just, like, do your thing. You got a booger in your nose. Like, tell me. You see what I'm saying? But if I got a booger in my nose, and I'm like, well, your beard don't connect. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh no, you know what I'm saying? I say something stupid like that because that doesn't change the fact that I got a booger in my nose. And if I'm about to go do a photo shoot with a booger in my nose, the fact that my man beard don't connect ain't gonna help me. If he go and fix his beard, I still got a booger in my nose. You see what I'm saying? So the ability to advance, I will never be able, well, I'm not gonna say me, but a person like that would never be able to advance past that. The level, you will never be able to advance past the level that you are able to accept a critique. Okay? And that's like, I don't want to call out groups of people or types of people and stuff like that, but people who have dealt with a lot of rejection and a lot of trauma, and particularly childhood trauma, and particularly rejection, when people make you feel small or not accepted, those people have a hard time dealing with critique. And I'm encouraging you to listen. Find out if you need some help with that. You can DM me. You can drop a comment if you're brave enough to drop a comment and let people see what you need help with. Drop a comment. Drop a DM. I'm gonna probably leave email, and I don't know, like, DM me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually about to run to the end of this video. But what I want you to do is look at your responses to critique. Even if you don't say anything, how are you feeling? Like, if you don't feel, you know what, I appreciate that. You know what? Or if it's not, okay, how can I fix that? And people who critique, be willing to actually help the people that you're critiquing. Don't sit up and just critique something and not have a solution, or at least have a direction for the person that you're critiquing to go into. You see what I'm saying? So I'm about to wrap the video right here. Homework is this. Look at your responses to critique. Are you ready to go to the next level? Are you ready to advance? Are you ready to be promoted? Are you ready to lead people? You see what I'm saying? Leading people is a whole nother, that's a whole nother video. You see what I'm saying? But look at your responses to critique. Are you ready to advance? Peace.